Hello again. Well, before we get started with the ADV end of year report, isn't autumn absolutely beautiful and magical? Okay, before we get onto the report card, I'm going to talk about biscuits. Now, it suddenly occurred to me that I haven't done a biscuit review for some time, and obviously I miserably failed in my recent trip to Europe. So I've got some very special biscuits here to review, which I think are a perfect comparison and accompaniment to the ADV350. So these are Border Lemon Drizzle Melts. I mean, how middle class is that? And let me just read out the description. Lemon Drizzle Melts, light buttery lemon biscuits with a zesty drizzle. I mean, that is the perfect description for the ADV350. Crafted with care. And I'll tell you what, God, they smell lovely. Right, let's try these suckers out. Lemon Drizzle Melts. Oh. Anyway, I suppose I should do the report card. So first up, the positives then, the ADV350. It's pretty much all positive, really, to be honest. I mean, I think top of the list is the absolute ease of use, practicality and value for money. Nothing has broken, the finish has been great. I mean, I'm now at around 6,000 miles. I'm getting really good fuel consumption, nothing has gone wrong with it. It's been a flawless buying and owning experience. And actually, one of the positives is the fact that it's actually probably, I'm using it more than I expected, and it's more useful for more things more of the time. And I think, particularly with, my recent tour to Europe, where it was brilliant, it was just an absolute eye-opener. Okay, is there any negatives then? So what are the negatives for me? Not really. There's no real negatives there. Sure, the suspension's a little bit crashy. It could do with a bigger petrol tank, so you could sit on it for 200 miles. Maybe there's that. But in reality, for the price, there's no real negatives to the ADV350. Sorry, that's it's my first whistle, and I'm 57 years old and I'm quite excited by it. Anyway, so plans for the bike. Absolutely none whatsoever in terms of any further modifications, but in terms of my usage plans, I will be taking it further afield next year. And in terms of would I swap it for anything else? Well, at the moment, there's nothing I'd really swap it for. I mean, I quite like the look of the BMW C400 series. I think they look brilliant, but, they're another 2 grand more than the ADV350, and there's less storage, so where would I put my biscuits? But I do think they look great. For me, personally, I don't want a bigger, heavier scooter, because this thing is great. And I think if you get bigger, heavier and faster, you then kind of bump up against the whole raison d'etre for having a scooter in the first place. Lightweight, manoeuvrable, practical and good value for money. I mean, interestingly enough, when I bought this, I was originally thinking I'd keep it for a year and then I'd get an XADV. I'm not going to get an XADV. This is more than enough scooter, and I think the XADV, with its extra weight, less luggage, more fuel consumption, I mean, for me, that's just kind of like pushing the boundaries of what I now want from a scooter. So I won't be swapping the ADV350 for anything that's available at the moment. So yes, it's a 100% keeper rating, but if I were to swap it, what would I swap it for? Well, to be honest with you, I would only swap it for another ADV350, and that's probably what I'm going to do in a couple of years' time, so if Honda bring out an updated version, I'll probably swap this one in, so I can get the benefit of the warranty as well. And what would I want from an updated ADV350? Not more power, really, to be honest. I think it's got a really good combination of power and handling at the moment. I would like plusher, more controlled suspension that wasn't as crashy, and I would love a bigger fuel tank so it had a genuine 200-mile range. That would be really, really good. Okay, so you find me outside some of the UK's critical infrastructure, so of course this place is top secret, so I can't tell you where I am. A1's over there though. Okay, and I understand that EICMA Honda have just updated the ADV350 for the 2025 model year. I think it's got, you know, a bigger TFT. That's not particularly something that I'm really interested in, to be honest. But I also hear, depending on who you read and what you read, that the rear suspension has been updated and it may or may not be adjustable, which is definitely a step in the right direction. You know, if there's one thing that needs improving, it's the rear suspension. So in 2026, I'll be buying the latest version of the ADV350. And I think the other thing about it is that it's really opened my eyes to scooters in general. And, you know, in terms of trying to stay on two wheels for as long as possible, I'm seeing a scooter being part of my future until, you know, I'm 6 feet under, really, to be honest, because they're so accessible, so easy to ride. And, you know, and they're still good fun, you know, and I'd rather stay on two wheels as long as possible, and the scooter is one way of enabling that. Oh, yeah, absolutely perfect. Lemon drizzle cake in a biscuit form. Light buttery lemon biscuits with a zesty drizzle, crafted with care. That is the perfect comparison to the ADV350. Right, that's the end of the update. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Now I know it did come across as being a bit of an advert for the ADV350, but it is genuinely how I feel about the scooter. And in many ways it has given me a new lease of life, and also it's given me some real good pointers to, you know, to the future as well. Anyway, on that note, that's the end of it. What I am going to do is just leave you with some really nice images of autumn 2024 in the golden hour. Okay, take it away and I'll see you later.